Hi, Marjorie. I'm replying to your post this week on this. We're talking about the self care, self compassion, and um, what what we need to be aware of personally before going into the human services field, or even if we're in it, if we find something that we're struggling with, we need to address it. So I you said that early in your counseling career you went into therapy, and and that you intentionally made sure that you didn't want to bring any unresolved personal issues into the room with your client. So that as a therapist is so responsible and ethical, and I just have find that so such a good thing, to be aware that that things that you're carrying can affect what you're doing in counseling. I'm not a counselor. I'm not getting a PhD, like you are. But I do work with people on a daily basis in a setting where they come into us with a material need. They need a bill pay, like rent or utilities, but they also are quite often, there's always a deeper issue going on, and so we have the opportunity to minister to people and talk to them. And not counsel them, but just pray with them or try to find out, if there's any resources that we can offer them. But something that you said that I really, it just stuck out to me, and I thought, wow, that's really, really important to remember, is that you do an intake on new clients, and one thing that clients have expressed to you in that intake is that they said their dislike was when the therapist talked about their issues and not about the client's problems. And I thought, wow, wait a minute, have I ever done that? Whenever I'm talking to people, I know that we try to talk about our own issues to try to be relatable, but that can certainly serve as a hindrance whenever we are counseling people. So that's something that, I want to thank you for. Just that one sentence was so important to me to really take in and think upon. Um, I I've been I know I've been to Christian counseling with my pastor, and I don't, he's relatable, but I don't think he's ever talked about his own personal issues in counseling sessions. And I've been to a couple of other therapists for different things early, on dealing with grief of a child that passed away. But I don't really remember them talking about their own issues, but I'm really glad that you pointed that out, because that's something that I can take from it to not take into when I'm working with my own, um, clients that I'm so blessed to come into my office. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate your insight, and that you using discernment and from a therapist who is mentally healthy is the most important thing. And I think that's the biggest takeaway, is that we have to take care of ourselves before we can take care of others, because if we're not taking care of ourselves, then we're going to bring all this baggage into whatever situation it is, whether it be our offices or our home. So just wanted to reply to you and say that I really appreciated your post this week. Thanks.